guys, welcome back to another episode of Just One More Chapter. I'm Santana.
And I'm Melanie.
Thanks for joining us again.
Thanks for coming back.
And we are doing our monthly book club on Fable, so you can follow us on there. We are reading Exodus by Kate Stewart.
The month is almost done.
Yes.
I'm sure people will probably went through that book really fast because for us we did.
Oh, it's a page turner.
It's a page
You
turner.
can't put it down. So I'm excited to hear what everyone thinks of it.
Me too. I'm really excited to keep going through
Yeah.
this series and hopefully everyone enjoys it because next month is the third book.
Yes, the finish line.
The finish line. So I'm excited to finish it, but I'm also like really excited about what the next book could be for January.
Yeah, me too. It's a new series.
It's a new series.
I don't know. Book. Whatever we decide.
Yeah, I wonder if we should do like a series or is it maybe a standalone book?
Yeah, maybe a standalone.
Maybe standalone.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll let you guys know.
If you want to have your say though.
Oh yeah, let us know.
Let us know on Fable because we definitely have discussions there of what book is to come next.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be following our book club, but you could still talk with us and speak with us through Fable and everyone else. So
maybe we'll do a poll.
We'll see. Like our top like 3 or something.
Yeah.
And see what people say. This episode is about ebooks.
Yeah, the great debate.
The great debate about ebooks. If you do have an ebook, are you interested in getting an ebook? They're definitely becoming a lot more popular.
Yes.
I don't know when ebooks kind of made their rounds.
Yeah, I think it was a long time ago, honestly.
It wasn't really on my radar, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me neither.
Not until like this
Recently,
year that like I really thought about ebook because I was definitely a person who loves physical books.
Me too.
And I still do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to talk about it.
Yes.
We're going to kind of go over the American ebooks and the Canadian ebooks. And this can kind of be like a buying guide, I guess you would call it. And figure out if you'd even like one. This episode's going to be a lot of description and talking. So if you don't retain any of this, that's okay. On our socials, we will have all this information so you can look through.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Kindle has 6 models. I had to count. I'm going to kind of give you every model and their price range. So the highest one is called Scribe, and it's kind of like their tablet.
Yes,
where
I
you
would
can
say.
like an iPad.
Yeah.
Like an iPad. You can still read the books on it, but you also have the accessibility of writing things and using a pen.
Like sketching on it too, I think too, right?
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
you can
right.
draw things or
That's
do whatever
right.
you want.
Yeah.
really, right?
So that's really interesting, but I believe these are in Canadian prices. It's $509.
Oof. Ouchie. You could buy a whole iPad for that price.
Yes. But I guess you could buy an iPad and then also read books.
Yeah.
But in my mind, it's like it's a big like
It is.
tablet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Reading a book off an iPad.
Yeah.
Like for me personally, it doesn't really.
It's not as appealing.
No, because
To
you're
like hold
holding
it in the hand. and
Yes.
yes.
You need 2 hands for
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Who knows about that? The next one is the Paperwhite Signature. Which has like higher storage, like 32 gigs. It's $229.
Okay,
So-
not too bad.
Not too bad. The model under that is Paperwhite, which we're going to talk about because I have one.
That's the one you have,
here in my
right?
hand.
Yeah.
It is $184. The base model, which is if you've seen it, it has the green and the black one, that little mini one.
Yeah.
It's $144. They do have a kids version, which I think they have less
Selection of books?
selection of books. I'm not too sure exactly,
Oh, okay.
but I think there's obviously a reason why there's a kids version and an adults version. There's obviously some things you can't get on the kids one.
I would assume, right?
Yes.
Kind of censoring things for them.
Yeah, but then also I think so the price is $214, and I think the reason why the price is higher than like the Paperwhite is because the backs of the Kindles of the kids ones has like fun like pictures.
Oh,
it's like
okay.
really cute.
Cute designs and stuff. Okay.
Cute design. And so the last one is Color Soft, but if you're Canadian like we are, there is no Color Soft, but it just dropped in the US, and by the name you can tell it has color. is $279 US, so probably like around 300 and something dollars
Yes.
Canadian. But I've heard a lot of people
I
returning them.
know. I've seen a lot of that on my For You page. I was like,
Yes.
oh, okay. People are not impressed.
People are not impressed with the color soft from what I found.
And that's like brand new, like a new model sort of thing, right?
It's their first one, their
okay.
first ever color.
Yeah.
Because we'll talk about the Canadian Kobo. They've had color for a while.
Yes.
This is Kindle's first color one.
Yes.
It's the same size, I believe, as the Paperwhite.
Okay.
And the only difference is it is color, whereas every other Kindle is black and white, as you can guess. And what I've seen on the videos is the color they like. They find it a tiny bit grainy.
Yes.
Looking at it, and then
A yellow line.
at the bottom, and it's just not as fast. So these girls are like returning them.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that.
No, I wouldn't want that either.
We read in black and white anyways, unless you're reading like graphic novels or comics or something
True.
like that. I get why you would want that, but
Yeah, they also can
know?
highlight because the Kindle you can
Oh,
highlight,
okay.
and so you can highlight in color.
different colors. which
So
is-
that's cool.
Okay.
But I don't know about that. There's some like issues.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll talk about the Kindle before we get into Kobo.
yes.
So I always was a person who couldn't really get behind ebooks.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
Because books were affordable.
Yeah, exactly.
They were affordable.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, they were affordable. But I also had not the knowledge, but I was uneducated about ebooks, definitely. And I just thought you were like looking at your iPhone screen.
Agreed.
You know, when you read your books, you're like, do I really want to read a books on an iPhone screen? Because, you know, nowadays they talk about blue light and how it's so bad for you looking at
Yes.
screens.
Yeah.
But when Kindle just dropped their new models in October, I was like, okay, I think I want to get an e-reader. I want to read more books.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars
Yes.
getting books, but then also getting books that I'm not going to finish.
Exactly.
You know?
don't like.
You don't like.
Oh,
It's-
that's the worst. You
Yes.
spend like $20+ on a book and you're like, I don't even want to finish this.
No.
You know what I mean? That sucks.
It sucks, and it's definitely like draining. You're like, I was so excited, I bought the book, and now I hate it, and I have
Yeah.
to go stick it on my shelf.
exactly.
So I got the Kindle, and I've really enjoyed the Kindle.
Yeah.
I got the Kindle Paperwhite, not the signature, and it's
Oh, it's so cute.
it's so cute. It's very
I don't have one, so this is my first time even seeing one, really.
it's very cute.
Oh, that's so cute. And it's comfortable in the hand, too.
Right? I definitely want to get a case for
Yeah.
it and like a pop socket. People have pop sockets, or you can
Yeah,
get
the-
cases
the little
where
straps
little
on the back.
straps. So I definitely like so far it's if you're watching on YouTube, you're gonna see the Kindle in my hand.
Yeah.
It is really nice. The nice thing about it is there's a dark mode and a light mode.
Okay.
And you can make the screen warmer or colder, or cooler, I should say, sorry, at nighttime.
Cool.
Yeah, I think you have to get one to really
Appreciate it.
I don't know if in Canada you can like go to a store and find a Kindle
And
on like
test
the
it
shelf and
out?
test it out.
I don't think so.
It's very fast. I like the fact that Kindle Unlimited, you can get so many
Yes.
books.
And is that just a monthly fee you pay? Okay, and you
monthly
get access to all these books?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
All these books. It is limited because there are certain authors on here that you can't get, but all the books that we talked about in last week's episode, if you listened or watched, I got them on my Kindle.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't have to. Well, obviously, I'm paying for a monthly, but I didn't have to pay for each individual book. And so it was so easy to be like not reading
yeah,
it.
exactly. You save a lot of money.
You save a lot of money, and the Kindle, it tells you like the percentage of what you've read, how many hours it will take you to read the
Oh,
book.
cool.
And because Goodreads and Kindle are both Amazon, when you like pick a book, you can immediately like press a reading on Goodreads, so it'll like update Goodreads for you.
Oh, cool.
That's cool, but I don't really use Goodreads anymore.
Yeah, Fable's the goat now.
Fable is the goat. I'm not too. I'm very baby new when it comes to the Kindle. Books that aren't on Kindle Unlimited, I think there is still a way for you to get the book on here.
Oh, okay.
By like maybe downloading the PDF and then like
Yeah.
uploading it to your Kindle. I don't really know about that.
Yeah, it seems more complex. Like there's certain files that the Kindle can take.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
yeah.
And if I really want to read a book and not buy it, and it's not on Kindle
Yeah.
Unlimited, maybe I will upload it. But
Exactly.
but there are already so many books that were on my want to read list that were on Kindle Unlimited.
Oh, perfect.
So I so far I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a great alternative to buying books, especially if you're a person who reads lots of books. I definitely see the benefit because I almost just dropped it, you guys. And that's how you break things. I made this.
Are there cases for them out yet? Because they're so new?
There are on Amazon. There is like fabric ones where it kind of folds over like a magnetic.
Not a fan of that.
Not a fan of it. There is a hardcover that I think might like a hardback case, like a clear case.
Oh, okay.
That I'm gonna order probably next month.
Yeah. Because then you can like customize it.
Yeah,
Totally.
stickers.
Totally.
If you've seen those videos of these girls who change like the stickers on the back of their clear cases, it's so cute.
You can like do seasonal things.
Yeah, and I
love that.
I definitely, when I was reading it, laying down, I could see why having a pop socket on the back.
Oh, definitely.
Is a little bit easier to hold.
Yes.
But it's so thin. It's lightweight. The charge lasts forever. Right now, I'm not really reading too much. I'm only reading like a couple chapters on it, and I charged it when I first got it, which was, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago? No, probably 4. It was in October that I got it. And it's November now. And I only charged it then.
Oh, wow.
And it's still good.
Holy,
I'm
that's
curious.
insane.
It is. The battery life is so good. And I'm just turning it back on. I'm at 80%.
Holy.
And I've only read a few. I haven't finished a book on here.
That's insane.
So the charge
Good
is
battery life.
good battery life. Oh, also the Kindle does have internet, so you can either download the book directly to the Kindle and use up space. It's a lot of space, so you're not going to like overdo
that's
it.
interesting.
Or if you don't want to download it, if you're having Wi-Fi, you could just use Wi-Fi instead of downloading it to your Kindle.
Oh, okay.
I think that might get very beneficial if people want to keep certain books on there, and they don't want to take
definitely.
up some space.
Definitely.
But I think it's 16 gigs. It's a lot of books.
Yeah,
I
that's a
think
lot of space for
a lot
for
of
books.
space.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And like, you are interested in potentially getting one.
Yes, I am.
What did you think about like,
I'm
all of the
still
models?
like tossed up between the two of Kindle and Kobo. Yeah. So once we review the Kobo, I'll kind of. Okay.
Santana can go over the different
So,
models.
yes.
So what is Kobo? Kobo's for Canadians,
Kobo
right?
is, well, I think you can get it in America as well. I think it's the second biggest.
Oh, I only thought it was like a
Yeah.
Canadian.
It's primarily it is a Canadian company, but you
Okay.
can get it in the U.S. as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So they have the Cobra Libra Color, which is $249.99, and I believe this was the one I was actually looking at. Because again, it's in color. You can highlight in
Yes.
color. You can draw
I
or make
know.
notes, which I thought was very
Kobo's
cool.
ahead of their game, I
That
think.
one was the one I was looking at.
I know.
Definitely.
Me too.
So, and then they have the Clara Color, which is $179.99. The Clara Black and White, $159.99. The Sage,
I think it's like their.
$299.99.
I want to feel like you can like scribe
Yeah,
on
I
that one.
didn't really look at any of these other ones, to be honest with you. I just looked at the Cobra Libra Color because I was like, it looked so cool to me.
Yeah.
And then the Ellipse, which is $499.99. Holy.
That's like their tablet.
That's like their tablet version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane.
So they have a good selection of one.
They do.
But they're definitely ahead of their game of color compared
Oh,
to Kindle.
definitely.
Which is so surprising.
Yeah.
Like-
I was looking at that too, and I was just like, wow, for the same price, basically.
Yeah,
you
like,
can get
these-
what was the paperweight again?
The Paperwhite was the one I have was $189.99.
Oh, okay, so it is a bit more expensive.
It's a
but-
bit more expensive. I
but
don't
you
know.
get more features, I think.
Yeah, and also the
'Cause
nice thing
with
about Kobo is
color-
they have like a sidebar
Yes,
with buttons.
to change the page. I
Yeah.
thought that was really cool too.
Yes, I know
Yeah.
the Kindle had a model which is they don't release it anymore. It's called the Oasis.
Oh, okay.
And the Oasis had the buttons.
Oh, I
And
wonder
for
why they
some reason-
discontinued it.
I don't know.
Maybe they had problems with that.
Maybe people have been raving about the Oasis and they wished they came up with another Oasis but in color, but Kindle hasn't.
Yeah.
They just stopped selling the Oasis
Yeah.
altogether. Whereas the Cobra, they have the side buttons.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, when I was looking at e-readers, I definitely was like wanting a Kobo because of the color.
And just the fact that in Canada, we can access library books on it, whereas the Kindle, you can't.
No.
Or you have to go through a process in order to be able to accept that type of file.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
get books that aren't on the
Yeah.
unlimited.
Yeah, which, because I do read a lot of library books, and I think that would save you a lot more money too. But
Totally.
then again, if you're just paying a monthly fee to get access to a bunch of different books, it's like, I'm still like tossed up. I don't know which one I want.
Yeah,
So
see, the thing is, you read a
I
lot
am
more
leaning more towards a Kindle, but I don't know.
I think because you read a lot more library books than I do,
Yeah.
the books that I have read and I want to read, I can't get through the library.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know if any dark romance books go
They
through the library.
don't.
Yeah.
Not very many, anyways. It's very limited.
It's very limited,
Yeah.
but that was the big thing. Is like you're not paying for anything. It's free. You're getting
Yeah.
it through your library.
Exactly.
So I think that's one of the main reasons why so many people love the Kobo.
Yes. The Kobo library, as well as kind of looking through it, it is cheaper than like if you want to buy a book.
So is it specific books you're buying? I guess.
Yeah.
It's not
I
like a
believe-
monthly fee.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, from what I've seen. And they are cheaper. Say if you wanted to buy a book on Amazon or Kindle, they are a lot cheaper, but the selection is not very good. That's why I'm like,
not type of books that we
leaning
wanna
more
read.
towards a Kindle, right?
Yeah, the biggest thing was definitely, for me, one of the biggest factors for buying a Kindle, I think, was just paying a monthly fee.
Yeah.
And just having to their selection in the unlimited is great.
It is, yeah.
It's
I know.
really great for the type of books that I like to
Yeah,
read.
same.
So
That's why I'm leaning more towards that, but
yeah, because you can, if you want to read through your library, you have to read it through your iPhone.
Yeah.
So I understand why people want an e-reader.
Yeah.
To read through books from their library. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with my Kindle.
Yeah.
So far, it's waterproof as well.
yeah, you can bring it to the lake.
Bring it to the lake.
And you can actually see it. Like they have
Yes.
the like
The anti-glare.
Whereas like with your phone you can't really see.
No, and also when you're
Right?
reading a physical book, it's so sunny. You're like eyes are squinting.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's the worst.
It's the worst. And
You're
I
like
love
trying
reading.
to cover the sun with the book.
Same.
It's
You're trying to hide the sun.
This sucks.
I think it's heavy after a while. My little arms are like, I can't do it.
it.
But then you're not worried about ruining the physical book.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
getting it wet,
Waterlogged.
waterlogged. So I definitely like the fact that come summer, I'm excited to bring my
Yeah,
Kindle.
definitely.
I wonder how it is in like heat, like you know how iPhones can get
Yeah.
overheated. I wonder if Kindles can
Yeah,
get
I
overheated
didn't even
as
think
well.
about that.
So
be
it's
interesting.
nice. Like I've definitely read it in the bath, so I haven't been worried about like water splashing because I've had read physical books in the bath and
Yeah.
it splashes on the book. You're like, damn
You're
it,
like, dang.
dang it,
My pages.
my pages. So I will put out a review on my TikTok about the Kindle.
Yeah, let us know.
So far, I'm loving it. I'm definitely loving the fact that I can read a book. I haven't finished one yet, but I have heard that girls have read it or people have read it, books through Kindle a lot quicker than physical books.
Oh, okay.
And I can kind of see that because if you're looking at a book and the page of a book,
Yeah.
in a Kindle, it's kind of like spaced. It's not like as big
Mm-hmm.
as a page you would read of a physical book. If
Yeah.
I'm making any sense, and I am clicking the pages pretty quickly,
Oh,
so I can
okay.
see how you read
And I
it.
feel like we're on screens all day too, whereas like we're almost kind of programmed to like
Go fast.
read it faster on screens.
Totally.
Maybe.
No.
I don't know. I can kind of see that because we're constantly computer screen, phone screen. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I know how some girls have like tested the theory out of
Yeah.
like I time myself for an hour.
Yeah.
So and I haven't watched those videos,
Yeah.
but I could see how I will read a book faster on the e-reader,
e-reader.
compared to
Yeah.
a physical book.
yeah.
So it is cheaper getting a Kindle,
Yes.
but I'm still gonna buy books.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. 100%.
If I'm gonna buy a
Yeah.
book and it's gonna be if I'm gonna read a book through the Kindle
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a 4 or a 5 star, most likely I'm gonna buy that book
Yeah.
and put it on my shelf.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
You know?
gotta keep it.
You have
Add it to your
to.
library.
So is it cheaper to get
Yeah. At least you know you'll like it.
At least you know I like it. Yeah. So I definitely really enjoy it. And I wonder the pros and cons we can talk about of like Kindle versus like a physical book.
Yeah.
So for you, what is like some like I guess either pros or cons?
Well, for like again, like we just said, like it would be a lot less money because you're not buying books you don't like. You know what I mean? Like I just bought that one, the Rena Kent book you talked about earlier, and I was like, oh man, if it's not good, I spent like $25 on that book, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if I had a Kindle, I could have read a little bit, seen I didn't like it, DNF'd it.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah, definitely the price
Yeah.
is definitely a pro.
Definitely. Or at least getting to like test books out first.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like if you're a person who doesn't read that much, do you really need a Kindle?
Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
You know, but if you are a person who loves to read,
Yeah.
and say you're in Canada or even the States and you don't find them at the library, then okay, I definitely think that a
Yeah.
Kindle would be worth it. But if you find a lot of the books that you're reading through the library and you're not someone who wants to keep the physical book, then I just say just stick with what you're doing.
Exactly.
You know?
100%.
You don't need to get an e-reader for the sake of it. Other people do. Yeah, it's nice and you can customize it. But if you're happy with what you're already doing,
Yeah, don't change it.
then don't change it. So it's the holiday season's coming up. So I think it's a great
Yeah,
gift.
Definitely.
For getting people,
Yeah.
and even the most basic model of both the Kindle and the Kobo are affordable.
Yeah, they're not that much.
They're not that much,
No.
and they're small, they're tiny, they have cute colors.
Yeah, I love the Kindle matcha color. I love that.
I love that one.
Yeah.
It's so cute. The only downside of the basic model is that it's not waterproof and it doesn't have the like cool to warm light feature.
Oh, it's not waterproof. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oof.
So there's obviously a reason why they have
Yeah.
the basic model
Exactly.
and the next model.
Yeah.
So you have to think about that when you're buying these.
Go over that for sure.
Yeah, I think one of the cons, oh gosh, let me think about it. I think a con is that the fact that there are only a select few books. Not select few, sorry.
Yeah.
These e-readers don't have every single book that has ever been
Yes,
written.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
if you want to get those books, there might be a way to get them on the e-readers, or you just
Yes.
have to buy the physical copy anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe you can come across that as a con, that if you like this, if you want to read these books, you're like, well, I have this e-reader,
Yeah.
I can't get it on the e-reader that I'm paying for. I have to go out and buy the book anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess that could be a con.
That could be, yeah, for sure. But I mean, if you think about physical books, like if you can't find it at the library, you're probably gonna
Totally.
go and buy it anyways. So
Exactly. I think people who look for e-readers are people who love reading.
yes,
So
multiple books a month.
multiple
you know?
books a month.
Yeah,
I think I definitely recommend an e-reader.
Yeah.
Especially for how much I'm reading now
Oh, definitely.
nowadays. And I'm still gonna buy physical books. They're trophy books, people call them.
exactly. Gotta add them to the shelf.
Gotta add them to the shelf. So I'm curious if you have an e-reader, if you have like an e-reader already now, I don't really think you should go and buy like how the iPhone is. I gotta buy like the newer model. No, I don't think
It's
so.
not attainable.
No, like if it's working for you,
Yeah.
just keep it where it's at.
Exactly.
If you're interested, I definitely think you should go and look at either Kindle or Kobo.
Yes.
Figure out what's the best for you. Definitely, do more library books. Is Kindle Unlimited something you want? Do you already pay a Prime membership?
Yeah.
Because how much do you pay for Prime monthly?
I pay yearly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was like $99.99. I think
wonder-
$100. I'm not 100% on that. 'Cause it
Okay.
just charges my credit
Just charge your
card.
card.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, if you already pay for Prime,
Yeah.
do you automatically get the ebooks?
Oh,
on
that's a
Kindle?
good question.
Yeah, that's what I think about.
I never even thought about that.
yeah,
Is that included? Because I know Audible is.
I think Kindle Unlimited is still a separate thing.
Oh, but maybe
But-
cheaper?
Maybe cheaper, but also I think if you just have a Prime membership, there's already a bunch of ebooks
Oh,
that you
that
could
are
probably
available.
read without getting Kindle Unlimited.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys are Prime
I'll have to
members,
look into that.
definitely look into that, because I'm not a Prime member. But if you already are, might as well get a Kindle, because you're already paying
definitely.
through Amazon.
Exactly.
And Kindle's an Amazon product.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So you might find things cheaper. So maybe the e-reader itself, but then
Yeah.
also buying books monthly.
Definitely.
I just wanted to make a podcast episode about e-readers, especially since
Yes.
I just started to become a person who uses it, and see if anybody else does as well. And hopefully with the prices and and models. We talked about what would be more interesting for you. Like, I really wish that the color soft from Kindle was good, but it's also expensive.
It's really expensive.
Like over almost $400. I want to say with the conversion for us Canadians. Is it worth it?
That's a big ouch.
It's a big ouch. And like, you're not reading colored pages unless it's
Exactly.
graphic novels.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you are a big graphic novel person,
Then that one probably is for you, but
Yeah.
we just read black and white anyways.
yeah,
so
and
it's like,
it's cool to see the covers
Yeah,
on
totally,
color, but you're
but-
seeing it on your phone when
Exactly.
you add them to the list.
Exactly.
You know?
100%.
Or just buy the physical copy and you can see colors.
exactly.
So I recommend the Paperwhite. And if you like to read a lot of books, the next model up is the Signature. But I'm very happy, and I'm going to give Santana my Paperwhite to
Yes.
practice.
Check it out.
Check it out before she buys anyone.
She's trying to convert me.
I'm trying to convert her.
So that's the end of this episode. Thanks again for joining us. You can
Yes.
follow us on TikTok and Instagram. And please like, subscribe, and rate our podcast. It's so hard to push them out these days, so that really, really helps us out if
Yeah.
you do that.
We
So
really appreciate it. Even if you're not loving it, still review the show.
please.
Especially on Apple and Spotify,
Yes.
because you can give us 5-star ratings on there. We'd really appreciate it. Whatever you're listening or watching, just kind of give us your comments and rate
Yeah,
the show.
let us know how we're doing.
Yes. Do you hate it? Do you love it?
Let us know either way.
We'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.